It's called Untitled. um,
Untitled
uh,
recording.
yeah, and it's actually going to Only Suits fans YouTube. Is that different than Only Show fans YouTube?
And that's just what it's called on here. Now it's the
Okay,
same page. I
it's
changed the
semantics,
name. You know what I
logistics.
just noticed on our Instagram bio? It says our November watch list. I just noticed that. I was like, well, dang.
Okay,
We watched
well we'll
so
go
many things in
movies. Yeah,
December.
we've been
But
so
we have
busy we
more
forgot to.
coming.
We do. We have some good stuff coming in January too.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's because for 2 years we watched the same show. And
So
now
we
we're
didn't think we
watching
had to
so many
which
different shows that I
shows. I
don't
know.
even think about. I don't
What's
even think about like we have to tell people what shows we're watching.
I love being the person that's watching shows in my group of friends because they're like, "Hey, have you seen this?" I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I have," or "That's actually up next on our watch list," or
Mm-hmm.
"We've chosen not to spend our time on that one."
We've selected out. We've opted out.
We've opted out of that one. You know what I'd like to opt into doing though,
A clap, a brief, and recapping Merry Little Xmas with Alicia Silverstone.
and Oliver Hudson,
And also
Melissa Joan Hart,
Melissa Joan Hart.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Okay, let's do. I think you're in charge of the brief, so I'm going to let you clap.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'll be editing in the sound of a sound effect of a clap because our claps don't get picked up. So you're hearing
Right.
somebody's fake clap.
One,
One.
2, 3. That echo. That
Ooh.
was loud for me.
I think anybody watching right now is going to say, "Dang, Maggie's got the
No edit
clap.
on that. Perfect
Maggie's
clap.
got the clap."
And perfect brief for this one.
Okay.
Because you made up a rule 2 weeks ago that we each get one brief we get to pass off to the other person every year. And I clarified that that's when the year ends. And because this is the final week of 2025, I am
It's not the
passing.
final week of 2025.
It will be when this episode drops,
No, this episode
almost.
drops tomorrow.
And then what is
We
this?
still have
What is
another
this
week
year not over yet? Is this year
we
not
still have
over?
another
Have we
week.
not finished this year?
No, no.
Okay, well, this year's over for me after this week.
Okay.
So I'm done with this year. It's over. So I'm passing my brief for Merry Little Xmas over to you, sweet sister-in-law.
Okay. I knew you'd say that, and I have prepared. I'm kidding. I've not prepared one. I almost did though, because I was like, I know what she's gonna do because you forgot that we were gonna record earlier today.
I
Because
did.
you were busy setting up a landline, which I feel
I
like before
was.
we get into the podcast, and we're not going to go for too long here, I do want to make sure all the listeners know that you can now call Maggie at home.
You can call me on my landline.
She has
Uh-huh.
a landline, and I have saved the landline. I got a call from
Yeah.
my 8-year-old niece, your 8-year-old daughter, today,
Hmm.
and she sounded a little confused that I was on the other end of the phone. And she was like, "Hey, I just wanted to call and say hi. I'm so excited for London. That trip is 18 months away. And she wanted to talk about London and that she went ice skating. And then I think that the fun wore off because she goes, okay, well, I was just calling to say hi."
I had given
Um,
her like everyone's phone number in the family, so she was making her way through
Went
some
through them
post-it
things.
notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, does she have to punch in the number?
It's a rotary.
That's a real rotary that you have?
It's a real rotary.
I'm
Is
obsessed.
that amazing? I know. I know. So it's also harder, so it's not like as tempting to just go and press buttons. Like the boys can't figure it
Okay.
out. Yeah, I kind of love the landline.
That's great.
So
Well, Maggie was busy setting up a landline today, so she forgot that we were going
yeah,
to record. I
sorry.
texted and I was like, "Hey, do you just want to record later this week?" And she's like, "Oops, sorry."
Also, because we usually record during the week, but this week the flu has come into my house. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's also a thing.
Shoe flu, don't bother
Even
you.
though we're flu shotted, we got the flu shot, and then flu A was like, "Pff, I don't care.
Hold my beer.
I don't care you got the shot.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my fluenza.
Hold my fluenza. Oh, well, it sounds a little dirty. um,
Ooh, hold my fluenza.
I'm not procrastinating. I'm going to go ahead and do a brief.
Okay, great. Thank you.
A Merry Little Xmas was a movie so nice I watched it twice. That's right, folks. Merry Little Xmas won my heart over so quickly that I briskly had to turn it back on and give Netflix just a little bit more of my time and Alicia and Oliver a little bit more of my heart. These two married folks decide a conscious uncoupling is the way to go, but Santa had something different and said, ho, ho, hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to throw two really good looking people your way, and it's going to briefly make your day. But in the end, you're going to realize the love is at the mothership, and you're going to stay at home when your kids have flown the coop and have some chips and dip. This is my favorite Christmas film of 2025.
Favorite.
Favorite Christmas film by far. I just got back from dinner with some friends and said, hey, if you watch one Christmas film this year, you need to go ahead and watch it. This was great. I literally watched it twice.
I agree. It was a different pacing from most Christmas films, and it felt
Yes.
like the acting was really good, but they were also very like on the nose with stereotypes or
Yes.
like cliches in a way that felt in on the joke.
In on the joke, but not for the sake of like quality writing and good casting. So the dialogue, we've talked about this, like when the dialogue is there and there's a lot of like good banter and whatever. I mean, like there's so many fun things in there. I just thought this was really good. And you know that I love this genre of film. In fact, I've watched a lot this week. I'm going to be honest. I've gone back and seen
Additional ones that we won't be covering.
Oh, I'm planning on turning this entire podcast and covering 30 shows in 30 days next year, and then giving myself the day off on New Year's Day. I think I watched 7 of them this week. So,
Oh my God.
well,
What,
let me say
tell me
this.
about which 7 did you? Yeah.
I have to go back and look. You know what? Maybe I'll do my own solo podcast and drop something right before Christmas Day for us. We've never done that.
yeah.
And I just talk about a whole bunch
Yeah.
of them.
Like a DJ.
Like a DJ. I can be like a total DJ. What's interesting about these holiday films, with the exception of like Love Actually and a couple of others where you do need to sit and watch to understand what's happening, you can kind of do some stuff in the back. Like this can be
100%.
a background show. I am not a background TV and film watcher, and I think people who have watched with me know that. Like I like to focus, particularly the first time through. If I'm watching Suits for say a second, third, fourth time, I might have it on in the background sometimes as comfort. I can watch most of these Christmas films in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I would say real quick, one that is now one of the top ones this week, according to Netflix, is let's see here. I said you stopped recording. You still there? Hi, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about some of my favorite shows for anybody who's watching live, because now I've been left to my own devices, and much like a DJ, I'm going to have to do this. Maggie has actually left the podcast, and I am here by myself. You'll recall that last week when I left the podcast, Maggie started talking about my pajama pants that have a hole in them. And now what I'm going to, oh, she's back.
What were you gonna tell him?
Well,
Amanda.
you're gonna have to leave again. You're gonna have to leave again. I was about to text you.
Did you get to it? Did you tell them?
No,
like-
I did act like I was a DJ for a second.
Good. It was good practice. That's
you.
why my internet went out, was just so that you could practice a solo podcast.
Thank you.
Anyways, back to holiday films. Background
Holiday
films.
Background films, really quick.
great.
I'm going to give you one that I thought was hilarious. And if you just need to see a lot of people making out, lots of long pauses and lots of making out, was A Christmas Country Miracle, or A Country Christmas Miracle, or something with Country Christmas. it takes place in the country. And yeah, this guy just doesn't have his shirt on a lot, and they make out a lot. And I'm gonna keep going and keep talking, but like you're frozen, so I don't know if
Yeah, I heard, oh my God, this is because we wanted to do this so quick. Um, yeah, I heard you want to watch a film where a lot of people are making out, and I got so excited, and then everything went blank for me. And so I have no idea what you mentioned, and I don't know if you said the name of that film, but I am excited to listen back on the podcast to hear the name of the film where everyone is making out.
okay. Uh, well, then I'm just gonna do some editing of this podcast. It turns out it's not gonna be a. We were trying to do it really clean, and just I was gonna just drop it like it's hot. But this is lukewarm. This is lukewarm.
Yeah, this is my internet is like refusing to cooperate, and I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Let's see if we can get through it. For those who are watching, you're part of the real time experience. For those who listen with your ears, you're gonna get a nice, clean, edited version. And now you have frozen again. And my dog is eating a Kong right now. Yeah. What else did you hear?
Nothing. I got to the ears. And then I'm gonna tell Kyle to stop watching TV.
He's going to flip out. It's the playoffs, and you're going to tell him he can't watch football. You could tell
And,
him
and
that,
he also can't get off his phone because he's got to be checking scores. Right?
well, why does he have to check them?
Airplane. Okay.
Also, can you
All
hear
right.
whiskey?
I can right now.
Yeah. Hey, whiskey, buddy. Real quick. Hey. Yeah, you still got a lot left in that. Let's go. He's eating this huge Kong.
Oh.
Oh, great. Well, that didn't help. Now, hang on a second. I just threw it underneath the table. Let me put him in the other room. I'm wearing pants. I don't have a hole in them.
I was just quietly doing this.
So much for a clean episode.
I feel like we were really tight. We were doing such a good job. And then it was like,
He's back, too. He just brought that back in here.
he's like, why'd you throw this for me?
Is it pretty loud? I'm going to put him on the patio.
While you were gone, my internet cut out again.
No, I didn't. All right. Well, let's see if we can make this happen.
Okay. Loved this movie.
Same. Okay, you know what I do want to talk about is so these two characters, Betty and Al, right? which I love. I thought that was a fun.
Which they aren't their real. That's just what they call each other.
That's what they
It's
call
really
each other.
Kate and Everett. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they call each other Betty and Al because she was very much like an environmentalist and he was calling her Al after Gore. And then she was like, well, I'm going to call you Betty because of the song. And which also just made me think of Nigel singing it at the table. He was like, you can call me Al. And Everett's like, wait, what? Um, I thought first of all, okay, so they've chosen to consciously uncouple. They're getting divorced, right? And she initiated it because she was just kind of sick of him being married to his work all the time. Like made no time for
Hmm.
them at all. He was a doctor in this small town where he's from. She moved back with him when they got married. I guess my first depo for you is, and we're not here to talk about marriage to my brother, your husband,
Right.
but how did you feel about the fact that like it didn't feel like they really tried to really work through it. It's just like she was just kind of sick of it. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I think they probably had, it seemed like they had talked about it and had
had
like
they?
these moments of like conflict throughout. And then it was like, you know what, the kids are grown. And so why don't we just do this now? Like it seemed like they
Yeah.
were both fine with it. So I don't think you're both fine with it if it's a surprise. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think what was interesting is that, there are two love interests that come in that we'll have to talk about. Both of them told their love interests like why they were so frustrated. Like for them to be able to open up and say all that and then it gets back to them and they're like, "Oh, I didn't even know it." That's where it just felt like there was kind of a
Yeah.
communication breakdown of like, "Well, how does Chet know this and you don't?" Right?
Hmm. Well, I wonder though too if in those moments where the new boyfriend, new
The new
girlfriend
Sigos.
are
I like to call them the
talking to the
Sigo. Yeah.
ex-husband, ex-wife about like, oh, well, why didn't you just buy him the indoor grill or whatever?
Yeah.
It seems like Alicia Silverstone's character knew he wanted the indoor grill, but did not realize it was such a big deal,
Hmm.
right? And it seems like Dr. Everett Holden knew Oliver Hudson's character knew that Alicia Silverstone wanted him to come home and not be working so much, but didn't think it was that big of a deal. But then to hear someone else say it, it's like they could finally hear it because they didn't
Yeah.
have these years of brushing things under the rug. You know what I mean? It was like upon fresh ears from the mouth of
Interesting.
babes,
From the
like
mouth of babes,
hotties.
truly. And they did have some hotties for sure.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
So
You
hot.
want you want to tell? Don't we talk about their hotties that they had?
Yeah, yeah. I thought I liked these foils for them, like the new people that they start to date, because is it Jamila Jamil?
Uh huh. Yeah.
That's how you say it, right? And
From the
she's
Good Place.
obviously, yeah, from the good place, all over the internet,
Yes.
goddess on legs, and
Unbelievable. Like, and of course her
it's,
name is Tess.
of
Of course her
course,
name is Tess.
of course.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah.
My old dog's name.
Hmm.
Tessa. Yeah, she's like big city girl and she loves commercial Christmas and buying gifts and going on a huge expensive experiences, which is the absolute opposite of Alicia Silverstone's character, who makes everyone make handcrafted pine cone ornaments every year and is like very into composting, right? And then Chet Moore, who wears many hats, he becomes the foil to her ex-husband. He's
Yeah.
like this hottie lumberjack handyman who's also maybe a stripper, also does a lot of
28.
other things. Also is 28 years old, and he just seems like he's up for anything and
Yeah.
like adores Alicia Silverstone. Like adores her. Is like, you
Yes.
walk on water, you're so hot, let's go out. Whatever you say. He's kind of like a puppy dog.
Yeah. He is. He's
But
like a
he's
little.
obsessed with her, which
He
is the
is.
opposite of what her husband, who is obsessed with work.
Right. Interesting. So it's probably nice for her to have that attention too.
Yeah, I don't think she was like super interested in Chet. I think she was just like,
This
if
is
he's
nice.
gonna have a girlfriend, I'm gonna bring a boyfriend around.
Yeah.
Because it is like their first and last Christmas as a family, right? It's
Yeah.
like the first Christmas as a separated couple, the last Christmas where all like where their kids are coming home, where their son lives in the house, and he has the audacity to bring a girlfriend.
Audacity. We're gonna pause.
Honestly,
we're gonna pause on Audacity because I've got to go let in the producer dog. Sorry, he's losing his mind.
He has the audacity. We finally have the internet working. We're on a roll. We're talking about A Merry Little Xmas. And my dog nephew has the audacity to be barking at a moment like this when we've been working so hard. His mother she's wearing pants with no holes in them. Okay, this is a big deal. Honestly, honest to goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. Maybe someone needs to tell Whiskey from a voice he's never heard.
Who are you talking to?
Myself. But our listeners. YouTube Live.
Do we have people watching right now?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure people are
This is-
commenting up a storm.
This is the worst live we've ever done.
You think so?
Maybe.
What about the one where we didn't have audio?
Yeah. It's also a good one. At least
one was
there's
pretty-
action here. At least there's action here.
Yeah, tons of action.
Anyways.
Yeah, so he has the audacity to bring this lady home. The audacity to have a new girlfriend at Christmas. And their Christmas is magical. Their Christmas is like a big deal. They're in Christmas Wonderland town.
Yeah.
They do so many Christmas traditions. They have a scrapbook that they look through.
Yeah.
And he's going to just bring a girlfriend over. Like, what?
Yeah.
Wait till next year, dude.
Right. Seriously, wait. You know?
Seriously.
Dudes can't wait though, you know? They gotta, like, if
guess.
they've been in a relationship, they get out, they're like, I gotta get back in, I gotta get back in. Ooh, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It is. Okay, I want to talk about the characters really quick. I thought, and I said it in the podcast last week, that Oliver Hudson was so believable. Not that he's not, but I just thought I really liked his character a lot.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
liked it. I really liked it. It was very Dr. Lumberjack-ish for me. And
Dr. Lumberjack in a small town.
which is what
Two
why I'm
gay
wearing
dads.
I'm wearing a lumberjack shirt because I like a Dr. Lumberjack, you know?
Yeah, it was perfect for this role. Perfect for a holiday rom-com.
Perfect for a
Believable
holiday.
too. Also, Alicia
Yeah.
Silverstone she's just so lovely.
Yeah.
And I feel like she brings herself to the role, and Melissa Joan Hart too, being her best friend. I was like, what is this like 90s girl power turned to woman power
Yeah.
that I love so much? They both play similarly too, I feel like, where they just say it how they would say it, and it
Yeah.
comes off truly
They're like, just
authentic
be
to the
you.
character.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like, just show up and be you.
golly.
Just show up and be you. Come here, buddy. He's going to be a huge pain in my butt for the next 20 minutes.
Just the Kong.
Yeah. Well, no, the Kong's gone. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't give him another one, though, because of the calorie intake. We have to be careful, you know? Because I put peanut butter in there. I put peanut butter in the
Yeah.
Kong.
I think he can have some more peanut butter.
He's already had 2 Kongs today.
Yeah.
If
Is
I
he
do
gonna
that, I
poop
have to,
it? Real
I have
bad
to,
poops.
I have to get up again if I do that.
No, you can't because the internet's working right now.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so we loved them. I liked their kids. I thought their kids were fun.
the boyfriend, the
Nigel.
daughter's boyfriend, Nigel.
What a treat.
He leads Harry Potter tours because she's studying at Oxford.
Yeah.
And so he's like a real Brit and is not enrolled in university, just works giving Harry Potter tours.
But he's also trying to get into the like cordon bleu, we find out at the very end, to become a chef. So he's like actually an aspiring chef too. So
He
which
has aspirations.
he has aspirations, right? Which is great. It's good to have aspirations. And he's pretty good at it based on like whatever he made that was, you know, some kind of vegan version of a dessert, something real crunchy, you know? And come here, buddy. Come on. Oh, gosh. Hi. Hi. You've been so great all day. Until now. Until now. So Nigel was really fun. I thought when he came in, he like kissed Oliver Hudson in the store when they meet and like kissed him on the neck. And he was like, ooh, and he was like, oh, he's like, who are you? Who, what? Like that reaction. And then also when he was singing, You Can Call Me Betty, You Can Call Me Al at the dinner table. Like, I think it was like the dynamic between them and watching all of that was very honest. It was,
Yes.
and what I also loved is I don't remember because I've seen it twice, there being a montage.
Oh, I don't think there was a montage.
And I am here to say that you can make a good holiday movie without a montage. Because last night I watched a movie that I had not seen all the way through that I'd fallen asleep watching a couple years ago, Single All the Way. And I like Single All the Way too. The acting's good and it's fun, but there's a couple montages in there where I'm like, oh, we didn't need these. And
Yeah.
I think watching this movie is an indication to those who are making movies in the future. You don't need a montage.
Yeah, they did do like really nice transitions where you saw like that time had passed, but it
Yes.
wasn't like montagey.
No.
It was like, oh, okay, so we went, the power was out. We turned the generator on at the
Hmm.
big beautiful Victorian home that they own. Is
The
it a
mothership.
Victorian home?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. It's a
mothership.
Victorian.
Gosh, it's gorgeous.
I
Little
love that.
gingerbread house.
It's so fun. It feels like a gingerbread Nancy Myers house.
Yes. Because
Like,
she's an architect or went to school for architecture,
and
which
like
great career
sustainability and everything.
choice.
Yes.
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 And
Yes.
but she's kind of put that on hold to be a handy woman,
Yes.
which I think was also like a huge resentment. And now that they're getting separated, she's like, now I can go back and become an architect like I always wanted to.
Hmm.
Of
And
course, she
also,
realizes
no.
that's not it.
Only, usually we can find a flaw in the plot that doesn't make sense. We're like, oh, that would never work, right? Like, last week we had some HR discrepancies with My Secret Santa. What was interesting to me is that she was able to get her old job back after what, a couple of decades?
Yeah.
That was interesting that that firm had the same people working there. She's able to get it back without having been in the business, and things have changed in that industry.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. But I've known people. I mean, we know someone who like had a job and then got hired back on like a part-time basis. You know what I mean? Like that happens. People
After
who
two
take
decades?
leaves. Oh no, no, not that long. That's
Yeah,
a long time.
two
I
decades.
mean,
It's a long time.
buildings aren't even the same.
That's what I'm saying. Buildings and code and all that, like everything is so different. It's interesting that like she got her old job back or she's going back to work at the same place where she worked. Because those are two
Probably
very
that.
different things. Those are two
Although she
very
probably
different
left when
things.
she was entry level intern, right? So,
Yeah, she might have
so she's probably starting back at the bottom, but she's
yeah.
excited about it.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from the bottom, now the whole gang's here.
Yeah. All right. Hope that one comes
Okay, I
through
love her
okay.
house though. I
Love
love her
her
house.
house. I love it. I love that. Hey, buddy, come here. Whiskey loves it too. Whiskey loves it too. Oh my gosh. This was my favorite movie of the season, and then this is what's happening in this recording.
I know. But you know what? It makes sense because life is messy, right? Life doesn't go as planned. You're
Yeah,
recording a podcast, your internet goes out. You're recording a podcast, your dog is going nuts.
he's going out.
That
Yeah.
happens. Just like in A Merry Little Xmas, their life was going great and it took a shakeup. It
Yeah.
took them totally going off the rails for them to realize, like, wait a second, I
I
don't
kind
care
of
about
like
being
you.
a doctor. I don't care about my Boston architecture firm. I care about sitting on
Architecture.
the couch, architecture. I care about
Architecture.
sitting on this couch looking at our scrapbook of memories.
And
That's
they
what I care
were,
about.
I mean, playing footsie when they were doing that. I mean,
Well, that's because, yeah, they were like touching toesies. Little touchy
yes.
toesies. And that's because Everett's dad's, because he is the son of two dads, which is why he says he had to work so hard because he was like small town, only kid with two dads, had to prove myself, had to be a really good doctor.
Hmm.
Here, one of his dads says to Alicia Silverstone, like, you know what? I know at the end of the day, I just want to sit on my lazy boy and touch toes with my
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
So which I was like, interesting.
One of the dads is from the Cosby Show, and he was the boyfriend of I can't remember which daughter on the show. And what was interesting is that he kind of like fell on hard times like after the Cosby Show was over. I don't know what the money situation was, but then he got a job at Trader Joe's. And then people were like making fun of him, and like he was on air talking about like it's like, hey, look, like acting is hard, like it's like every other job, and like just thinking that the next big thing is going to come along doesn't always happen or whatever. And then somebody saw him, and so like he got a couple of roles, and I think this was like, so I'm
One
excited
of
to see
them.
him. Yeah, I thought it was
Oh,
really
that's
great.
great.
Yeah, he's been in a couple of things, so people have given him some roles, but like not just giving him, like he's earned them
Yeah,
because
he's a good actor.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that is true, though. People don't realize that acting really is just like a job. And you think because you see someone on TV that they must make a lot of money forever. And it's like, nah, no. Imagine if you had a job for 4 years and then
You didn't have
royalties are
one,
all messed up now, too. You
and
know,
then
it's
you
all
didn't have one for
different.
7. Like then there were 7 years you didn't really have anything. Like what would you do? What would you do? Maggie is frozen. So again, this is the time where I'm going to pretend to be a DJ, and I hope that she can see what's happening. And she's just frozen, but I'm pretending to be a DJ again. No, oh, she's back. She's back.
If it's not me, it's the dog. If it's not the dog, it's my internet.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Other things I liked about this movie. I liked too that it was kind of like they were cutting in, like even the text felt very 90s and the cartoons at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
felt kind of cluelessy.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
I feel like
that
they
is
were
fun.
playing on Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, why not?
Which, Depo, for you,
Yes.
first time you saw Clueless, talk about it. What'd you think about it?
I loved it.
Kind of an important film.
It's an important film. I loved it. I loved Paul Rudd's character. I think that's, I mean, that was my first introduction to Paul Rudd too. I think why I liked it so much is that I know a lot of people watching and probably thought that Amanda is quite the fashionista, and you're not wrong. I do
You
love
you liked it because they
fashion.
wore blazers.
Yeah, they were blazers because I always love a blazer. I think I just love shows that have fashion around them. Um, like The Devil Wears Prada coming out with a number 2 in May is making me so incredibly happy. But like I really like fashion in shows, but I don't watch a lot of like fashion shows. Does that make sense? So I think that was a big
Yeah.
one for me because the clothes were such a big deal too. And the
They were
clock,
characters in and of themselves.
they were, oh my gosh, you're so smart, Maggie. I hope the internet doesn't cut out. We can keep going. That was so smart to say that. They are a
Thank you.
character. They are a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole makeover, right? It like changes
So much.
Ty's entire
What did you think
personality.
about it? I'm trying to remember where I was the first time I saw it.
I think I was in third grade, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Cool.
I saw it and a lot of things went over my head.
Not mine.
Didn't
I was
really
old enough for them to
understand.
be in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand like anything that was going on. No idea what virgin was, other than Mary was one.
Yeah. Yeah. And Maggie's cut out again right when she said that she knew that Mary was a virgin. We'll take this time to remind you that Christmas is coming up, and if that's something that you celebrate, then this is appropriate. Right now, I'm trying to be a radio DJ while my sister-in-law is frozen yet again. To the people who are watching this live, I am so incredibly sorry, or you're welcome. I'm not really sure. But this is what they would call, like in the business, like, can you vamp, right? Can you kill some time? Can you do like a type 5? And right now, I'm going on a type 2. So she's pretty freaking frozen. And this is because my brother, her husband, who that's how we're related. And I'll go ahead and take this time to also do a quick introduction. If it's your first time tuning in, which would be wild if it was, Maggie and I are sisters-in-law. She is married to my brother. Oh, look, she's completely gone. She's married to my brother. It's her husband. We were married. It was a 10-year anniversary back in August. I'm just rambling now. And but they've been together, I guess, like another 4 years before that. And I think that's right, maybe 5. And yeah, so we're sisters-in-law, and we started this podcast in December of 2023 because I decided that I wanted to do a podcast about the television show Suits. And yeah, so she decided to watch it with me, and the rest is history. And now I'm just vamping. Let me see if she's here. Where are you? Is the text I'm sending. Okay. I'll just see. Hello. Yeah, so that's the history of this podcast. So we started Only Suits Fans back in December of 2023, and we watched every single episode. There are 9 seasons, in case you didn't know that. I do. We at the beginning we were recapping one episode at a time, and then it turned into 2 episodes because we wanted to be done sometime within the like this century, and so that's my favorite thing about Maggie.
We're just giving everyone a backstory on the entire podcast while I was gone.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah, I gave him the whole
incredible. You're a
history.
great DJ.
Thank you.
The oral history.
Thank you.
That's
You
something I
just-
didn't understand about Clueless. Oral.
Oral.
Didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
No idea what that was.
trying to-
Hygiene?
Yeah. I'm trying to decide how much of this I'm going to put in. You left off when you talked about Virgin Mary, and I said, for those who celebrate, Christmas is coming up. That might have been why Maggie mentioned it. For those who don't, like,
It is, because I was thinking about it. I was like, we're going to go to, well, I don't know, because of the flu, but
bullshit if you're going to freeze again. I can't. Maggie's frozen again. And if you guys are just now tuning in the middle
no. Anyways, what's a virgin? How am I going to answer that?
don't know,
Depot for you.
You were talking about the flu, and then I started to tell people about the influenza.
Okay, wait. I have a really important depot for you, though, because Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
And if we go to a Christmas Eve service, my kids are going to hear about the Virgin Mary, and then they're going to be like, what's a virgin? And so as their aunt, they all come up to you and they say, Aunt Nana, what's a virgin? What do you say?
I'll say it is an adjective. And it is a choice. It's a choice.
Is it a noun too? Is it something that could be like a noun and an adjective?
Yeah, it could be. I think it could be
Yeah.
both.
And then they're like, what's
Okay,
that
let me think
mean?
about how do I explain this. I would say that's a great question. And because I know your parents so well, they would prefer that they tell you that. And I think that that's something that is going to be had in your family, like in a family conversation. Maggie is still frozen. And I don't know if she's speechless at the way that I just punted it back to her, but I do know that
How did you put it back? My internet went out. So I was like, oh no, I'll never know what a virgin is. I'll never know.
no, I said that I would punt it back to you guys, and I would say that's a really great question. Thank you for asking me that, because I know your parents so well. They would probably prefer that y'all have that conversation as a family. So I'm going to let them answer that. That's what a good aunt does.
And then I'm gonna be like, oh, what's a virgin? Aunt Nana's a virgin. Weird Aunt Nana would have you ask me, because Aunt Nana's the virgin. Aunt Nana knows way, way better than me. Don't ask me. Aunt Nana's the one.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Okay. And then I have to completely change the story. Oh,
You
now you're
wanna-
frozen.
You want to know what a virgin is? Just look at your hand. I can still hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay.
I got Christmas under control. Good.
Yeah.
I know what to say. Now I know
Great.
what to say if they come to me.
Oh my
So
God,
you
please
go
don't
ask
say
your
that, because then they're gonna go back to school on January 5th and be like, my Aunt Nana, which by the way, when people say Aunt Nana, is they're already so confused because it's an aunt and a grandmother's name all in one fell swoop. And so they're gonna come in hot on that Monday and be like, my Aunt Nana was here visiting and we found out she's a virgin. How old is she? Well, she's 47. And then you have to go in and be like, I was kidding. It was a joke. And then like, well, wait a minute. Why are you talking about the grandmother? The grandmother obviously isn't a virgin. Like, no, she's an aunt. But what? And then it becomes this whole.
Why were you even talking about sex with kids? No, no, no. We were talking about
Not
no
sex with
sex.
kids. That's awful. No, gosh.
Let's rewind.
Oh God, I don't know how much of this is even gonna make it because I can't. I don't know. I think I
Mary,
can hear
did
you.
you know?
Mary, did you know?
That your
Nana, Nana, did you
baby boy-
know? Oh my God, I'm crying.
Okay, so, anyways, no one's a virgin in this film.
All right,
Uh,
it's 2025. Come on, kids.
the son, who maybe is the closest thing to a virgin in this movie, in Merry Little Xmas, he wants
We
to be a
don't know.
firefighter.
There's no context there. We have no
No.
idea to know if this kid is a virgin or not.
The only thing we know is that he really wants to be a firefighter and that he'd be a really good one because at one point the Christmas tree catches on fire and he says, everyone, stay calm, look for an exit. I'll be right back. And then he comes back with the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
No one looks for an exit though because Chet, the boyfriend, is
Is
stripping
stripping.
down naked.
Why
and
did he
it's
do
like
that?
getting hot, hot, hot.
Is it because he saw flames and he's just used to being on a stage?
He was taking his shirt off to try and get the flames out, but then he also, I think, took his pants off.
He did the
And
tearaways.
then the way he was,
Yeah. Oh, what was he doing, Maggie? The way he was what? This is where Maggie has frozen again because she's so uncomfortable because of the way that this man was sexually dancing. She's the real virgin of the group. That's Maggie's the real virgin of this podcast. Oh, sorry. Are you back?
this is gonna be so hard for you to
The irony, because
never.
if everybody knew what we had said right before. So for context, because if you're just now joining us, and again, it's so odd that you're joining us in the middle of this. Maggie forgot that we were recording. And I said, hey, because it's Sunday night and we usually drop on Monday, and I'd been behind on the past two, I go, can we do a real clean cut here? And that way I can just literally download it, drop in the intro song, and then be good to go. But what now is in front of me, boys and girls, is 4 hours of editing this podcast together to make it sound like none of this happened.
Or just, you know what?
I'm
what
not
a
doing
holiday
that.
tree.
I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to do that. There's so much dead space and everything.
Is
Y'all,
there?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I got up to go. You got to, I mean, like you froze. That's right. We probably were both talking the
Yeah.
entire time. This is going to be awful to edit.
At one point, my
God.
internet said it wasn't on, and I just sang an entire song. No idea if that audio picked up. Doubt it.
Oh my
It was
God, you
really
sang?
good, though. Really good.
Oh, that's
I
great.
did, and it sounded honestly like really beautiful.
Okay.
So,
Well, now that we have gotten kind of through it here, do you want to quickly wrap it up?
yes.
Yes.
So, you mean wrap it up, like talk about what we're watching next? Because I think we can't talk anymore about this movie.
Yeah, we can.
Or-
Yeah. I mean, I don't
No.
want, I don't want it to cut
No,
out anymore.
actually, no. We should rate it. We should rate this movie.
Oh,
We
how
should
many
rate
Christmas
this movie
trees?
first.
How many Christmas trees would you give it?
I'd out of 5,
Mm-hmm.
I'd give this 4.5 because half of a Christmas tree burned down while Chet was
Same.
pelvic
I would
thrusting
say
at it.
in the, if it was just out of Christmas movies this year, it gets 5. Otherwise, it gets 4.5.
Agree.
Because I did go through and
Yes.
look at what Christmas movies from 2025 have I not watched yet, because I wanted to try and get those done. And I still have a couple more left, I think. But this one is by far the best one, by far.
This is the Christmas movie of this year.
I think so. I think so.
Just like what was it? Hot Frosty
Oh God,
from last
Hot
year.
Frosty. Oh my gosh, I watched that with Dr. Witt. We laughed so hard. Oh my gosh.
That
Did
was
I
a
watch that
good
with
one.
you too? Were you over here when we watched that? I feel like there was.
I watched it, but I don't know if I watched it with you.
Oh, I feel like maybe
I don't
you and
think I
Dr. Witt
did.
were both over here, like when we watched it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I laughed so hard at that. Okay. Do you want to tell everybody what we're watching for our last film?
Yes, last film of the year, which we had actually decided a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
is When Harry Met Sally. And
Yeah.
then given the recent news and the killing of Rob Reiner and his wife, it just feels all the more timely because we wanted to watch it for New Year's Eve. It's really the only film we could think of that was New Year's Eve.
I mean,
And
there's a lot.
so
There's some other
we're going to be
movies out
giving
there.
that a chance.
This one is the one though.
But like, this is the
like
one.
quintessential, like you got to watch this one. So yeah, we chatted about it several weeks ago and decided we wanted to do it, and then revisited it after he passed away, and we still want to do it. So we're going to be recording that one, and we're going to record it together on location at one of the podcast studios. So we're going to have to tell everybody they have to leave. So that none of the
So we
internet's
can
big
get
subject, so we can get internet. So we'll be watching When Harry Met Sally, and that'll be our last one for the year. And then we're going to pick back up with some other stuff, like the second half of The Chair Company, and regrettably, the second half of All's Fair, both of which have been picked up for the
Yes, we're
second
so sad.
season.
Isn't that crazy that All's Fair has been picked up for a second season and Suits LA wasn't?
Yeah, that's so wild. I got beef. But anyways, that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're excited, and thanks to everybody who's been tuning in. We hope you guys have a great holiday, and probably the best Christmas gift that you could ever get us is to like, subscribe, and leave a review. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign us off and say thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know what to say in your review, you can say, get better internet.
I don't even know if we can post this. This is so bad.
You know, I am curious what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
had a blast recording it when I
Yeah.
could hear you. When I could hear you, I was laughing so hard I cried.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cry
Mary,
myself to
did
sleep
you
trying to
know
edit it.
it's your baby boy? Good night.